Hi, everyone. Welcome to our summer reading program live event. My name is Miss Jackie, and I'll be your host today. This project was funded under the provisions of the DLIS Florida CARES Act from the Institute of Museum and Library Services. This year, the summer reading program is completely online, and we've got great activities and events just like this one planned all summer long. It's not too late to get started with our summer reading challenge. To join in on the fun, you need to do a few things. First, sign up for your library card at ocls.info/getyourcard. Then you can join Beanstack by creating an account at ocls.beanstack.org. Finally, don't forget to register to attend our virtual events. This year we're challenging you to read at least 20 minutes every day. This summer, you can keep track of your minutes by logging them in Beanstack or using the paper reading tracker. You can pick one of those up at any of our branch locations. What is really awesome is those who have read 300 minutes can get a goodie bag filled with fun stuff starting July 1st. That's this week, while supplies last. And if you complete the challenge of reading for a total of 600 minutes by July 31st, you'll be entered into our grand prize drawing. For more information about our summer reading program and to see our events calendar or check out some book recommendations, you want to visit our website at ocls.info/SRP. You guys, the time has come. You won't believe your ears and eyes with the fantastic comedy and magic of award-winning magician Glen Foster. Are you guys ready to enjoy entertaining comedy magic and fun for your whole family? Let's get excited. It's time for comedy magician Glen Foster.
Hello, everyone at home. My name is Glen Foster, and welcome to the show. I hope everyone is doing fine at home, and thank you, Miss Jackie, for that wonderful intro, and thank you to Jessica and all of your staff at the Orange County Library System. I'm so happy to be here. I'm very excited. I hope you boys and girls and adults are having a great summer. But I wanted to start off with a really fun little trick to kind of make sure you guys are kind of ready to go. This is going to be a participation trick. If you're at home, you can follow me along. It's very simple. All I need you to do is put your right hand out like this. There you go. Good job. Good job. Excellent. And your left hand out. Very good. Now take those thumbs and shoot them straight down to the bottom. Excellent. Now take your right hand, if you can. You're going to cross it over your left hand and lock your fingers together. Now make sure they're locked together. Do not let go from this position. Now, if you can, wiggle your thumbs, wiggle your thumbs, wiggle your thumbs. And your pinkies. That's not your pinky, young lady. I can see you from here, all right? And take your thumbs and shoot them up to the sky just like that. Okay, shake it off, shake it off. We'll get back to that one a little bit later. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I get to travel all over the world, and I've been fortunate to do what I do for many years. And I thought I'd start off with an interesting story / trick that took place. I started traveling here again recently after the pandemic kind of let up a little bit, and I was traveling through the Orlando International Airport. And when I got there, if you've ever traveled, you know they got these little kind of gray bins. You got to put your shoes in there and maybe your backpack, or if you're taking a little pillow, you got to put all that in there so it goes through the x-ray machine. Well, when I got there, all those things were gone. So the lady, she says, she looked at my ID and she goes, Mr. Foster, I'm going to need you to use this. And she reaches out underneath the table and pulls out one of these little bags right here. It says TSA. It says TSA. And I said, well, what is this for? And she says to me, well, I need you to take your personal items and put them inside this bag since we're out of the little gray little containers. And I was like, all items? And she goes, yes, all your items. And she goes, do you have a phone on you? I said, as a matter of fact, I do. I do have a phone. I have my iPhone right here. And she goes, well, just place that in the bag. And I said, oh, okay, all right. But then she asked me kind of a weird question. She says, Mr. Foster, do you have any money? Well, I'm a magician, and I haven't been working for a year and a half. Just joking. But she says, do you have any money? I'm like, yeah, I got some money. And I had to open up. I had my wallet right here. It was already with me. And I opened it up, and I had some money. And I went ahead and I took out $100 bill. All right, I'll show this to you guys right here. It is $100 bill. And she goes, well, Mr. Foster, you need to take that money and you also need to place it inside the bag. So I took the $100 and I placed it right inside the bag. Then she says, do you have anything else on you? Anything that's metal or anything like that? I'm like, well, yeah. I go, I have a belt. She goes, no, don't worry about your belt. Ooh, and when I flashed my hand like that, she noticed my watch. And she goes, oh, that's got to come off. And I was like, wow, this is a very special watch because it was given to me by my grandfather, and it was kind of special. So she goes, well, place it inside the bag, and I put it inside the bag. Well, unfortunately, I was running late because it took so long to do all this. I just grabbed and I just took off running when I went through the TSA. I get down to my gate, and when I get down there, there's this lady huffing. She was running and puffing, going, oh, Mr. Foster, you forgot your items. And I said to her, I said, don't worry about it, ma'am, because I am a magician. And all those items had completely disappeared. And I said to her, not to worry, because I still have my phone. And in my wallet, I still had my $100 bill. And she goes, well, Mr. Foster, are you missing anything? And I said, no, because right here, I still have my grandfather's watch. Give yourselves a big round of applause, boys and girls. That is awesome. Fantastic. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed that trick. Now, I don't know about you, but here in Florida recently, it is starting to get a little warm, right? It's getting a little hot, and even wearing his jacket is a little warm. But boys and girls, they say in life that when life gives you lemons, make what? Lemonade. Very good. Good job, boys and girls. You want to make lemonade. What does that mean? Basically, that means when things aren't maybe going the way you want or things aren't perfect, you try to make the best of it and you focus on the positive things. So I thought I'd do a little trick that you guys might like in reference to making things good. So it's right here in my case. As a matter of fact, we talked about lemonade. There it is. Completely a lemonade on this side, lemonade on that side. And if we pull like this and wrap it into my hands, what happens if we say the magic words, which are, no, it's not abracadabra. The magic word is Glen Foster. You're awesome. Let's try that. 1, 2, 3. Good job. Watch. You guys are awesome. Because inside, now we have a lemon. Give yourselves a big round of applause. There you go. I'm not going to toss that towards you guys. I'm just joking. But boys and girls, watch very closely because I have a very special magic wand. It's right here inside my jacket. It's really a straw. It's not a magic wand, but I use it as a magic wand. Watch. If we tap here, 1, 2, 3. Take the straw. Place it inside. Snap my fingers. Now we have some nice, cold, juicy lemonade for those hot summer days. Give yourselves, guys, a big round of applause. That is awesome. Fantastic. Well, boys and girls, I'd like to show you a really cool trick, as a lot of times, as a matter of fact, at the end of the show today, I believe they're going to come back and ask me some questions about magic and how I got started performing magic. Well, I'd like to take you back to my childhood, so you're going to have to use your imagination just a little bit. Now, when I first started performing magic, I was 12 years old. It was in my parents' basement, and there were approximately 5 people at my very first magic show. And this is the trick I started off with. I made myself a little magic box that said magic show, so people knew they were coming to a magic show. So we got to make sure you're paying attention. So how old was I when I first started performing magic? 12 years old. Very good. And how many people were in my parents' basement? 5. Very good. You guys are doing a great job. You're paying attention. I love that. That is awesome. Well, so the trick I did, I have my little magic box, and I want you to watch it very closely because I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. So what I did is I took one of the playing cards and I threw it away inside my magic box. I snapped my fingers, and unbelievably, before the entire audience's eyes, I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. Now, the audience was so impressed and amazed that they put their fists in the air and they said, amazing. Okay, some of you haven't quite caught on quite yet, but that's okay. I saw 1 or 2 of you guys did a good job. We're going to do this again, boys and girls, so hopefully you're paying attention. So, how old was I when I first started performing magic? No. It wasn't 12, actually. I was actually 6 years old when I first started performing magic. It was in my parents' basement. And I now remember there weren't 5 people there. There were actually 10 people there. As a matter of fact, I had myself a little magic box right here that you guys can hopefully see because I couldn't quite spell. It says magic show right there. But this is the trick I did nonetheless for 10 people when I was 6 years old. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. I then took not just 1, I took 2 playing cards and I threw them away in my magic box. I snapped my fingers and unbelievably, before the entire audience's eyes, I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. Now, the audience was so impressed that they put their fists in the air and they said, amazing. Okay, boys and girls, some of you haven't quite figured it out. Mostly you might have to help the adults at home because they're like, oh, this is a kid show. I don't have to participate because he can't even see me anyway. So I'm going to put my hand there and go, amazing. He's not really amazing, but come on, you got to play along at home. So here we go one more time. How old was I when I first started performing magic? No. I wasn't 12 and I wasn't 6 years old. I was actually 2 years old. That's right. I was still in diapers. As a matter of fact, there were not 5 people at the show. There weren't 10 people at the show. There was actually 500 people sitting in my parents' basement eating chips and sandwiches from Costco. That's right. And I have myself, the magic box. Yes, my magic box. Yeah, see, I made myself a little magic box and that says, magic show for a 2-year-old. That's what a magic show looks like for a 2-year-old. But this is the trick I did. You have to use your imagination. I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards. I then took one of the playing cards and I threw it away in my magic box. I took a second one, a third one, a fourth one, and a 5th one, and a 6th one, and a 7th one, and the 8th one, and the 9th one, and I threw it away in my magic box. I snapped my fingers, and unbelievably, before the entire audience's eyes, I still had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 playing cards, and everyone that day put their fist in the air, and they said, amazing, you guys did really good. You guys are super amazing because, boys and girls, the cards have completely disappeared. Give yourselves a big round of applause. There you go. Good job, boys and girls. That is fantastic. Are we having a good time? Let me hear you go say, yeah. Oh, yeah, I can hear you guys. That is awesome. I wanted to show you something. People ask me all the time as a magician where we get our magic tricks from. Well, we order them online and we can see them and buy them and purchase them. And I just got this new one. I want to show it to you guys here. It says Rubik's. Can you guys see that okay? Can you guys see that? Yeah, okay. I think you guys can see that okay. Good job. Very good. Now, the only problem with this is that it is in Spanish. Can you see that right there? It says instrucciones. That means instructions in Spanish. So maybe if you're watching, you might speak Spanish. And if you haven't learned to speak Spanish, boys and girls, it's a great language to live, especially living here in Central Florida. But this is what they sent me in the mail. It was about a Rubik's Cube. Now, I want you to watch very closely because here's what happened. When I went to open it up, I couldn't believe it myself, all right? I just couldn't believe it because there was a Rubik's Cube. And I don't understand how that is even possible. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It just makes no sense to me. And then, so I had the Rubik's Cube. Hopefully you guys can see that right there. Very good. And we have the Rubik's Cube here on this side. But one of the things I do know about a Rubik's Cube is the hardest part is to solve it. Watch closely. There it is. And that is the mystery of the Rubik's Cube. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Awesome. I still don't know how that fits in there, but anyways, that's that. We'll put that back over here then. All right. Now, boys and girls, I want to show you a trick because the English language is kind of a unique language, in my opinion, and certain words can mean certain things, but I thought I would show you this next trick here, and hopefully you guys will enjoy it. Now, I have a couple cards here that you can see. So this card right here, the very first one, this is what they call a hole card. See, it has a hole in it right there. You can see, and I'll get closer, you can see me there. It has a hole in it. So that's called the hole card, okay? Now, the next card that we have is, let's see here. Let's see, the next card we have is, it's this one right here. It's a hole card. That's right. It's a hole card. That's it. And then we've got a hole card on this side as well. So now, I want you to watch very closely to this, all right? So here we go. We got red on the back, okay? And then we got the other ones right here, okay? So watch very closely. We have a hole card here, okay? There's a hole card, okay? Got it? And then we have another hole card, all right? And then we have another hole card and then a card with a hole. So watch very closely. Now, the cool thing about the cards is that this hole card is red on the back. And if you put it on the back side, it looks like it's a spot card. So you can see that if I move it, spot card, hole card. Now, the cool thing about this is that it does actually have, it's on the same on both sides. So you got spots on both sides, but it's not really, it's just an illusion because remember, you have a hole card and then you also have a hole card. Now, if we take the hole card, which is that card there, and this is the hole card right here, and if we rub it together like this and we reach into the center of the cards like this, this card, which is a hole card, is now a solid card, and that does not rub off. That is a solid dot right there. We're going to put that one here right now for the time being, all right? So now we have all these cards right here, okay? So you remember there's one that's the hole card, right? Okay, there's the hole card, and then there's the hole card. You with me so far, or is this getting a little confusing? Okay, I get confused times as well. But that is the hole card right there, okay? So now, hole card, is it really a hole card, or is it a hole card with a hole in it? We don't know. Let's find out. So we flip them around just like this, all right? And then we take the hole card like this, and then we flip it over like that. And if we tap it on the sides here, what happens to this hole card is it now becomes a spot card. So now we have a card with a lot of spots on it. We have a card with one spot on it. Still getting a little confusing? Yeah, it's a little confusing. I agree, it's getting a little confusing. Now, if we take the hole card and put it over the hole card, it still looks like a spot card. But we know that's not the case because it is just an illusion, as they would say. Okay, it's just an illusion because this is a hole card, a card with a hole. This is a hole card with a card in the back. So let me just recap here. Okay, so now we have a hole card that's red. We have a spot card with a bunch of spots, one spot card. And if you tap the back of this hole card, now we have a card with a red spot / hole on it. Well, anyways, while you guys are watching all this, the really cool part about this is that you may have missed the fact that this is the hole card. Boys and girls, I hope you guys enjoy that. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's it. Very, very good. Good job. All right, let me move some things around here because I want to show you another trick that's very special to me. Boys and girls at home, do you know what the word mentor means? Does anybody know what the word mentor means? Yes, that is correct. It means someone who helps you or guides you. They teach you, they mentor you, and they help you. Well, in magic, when I was growing up, I had a mentor, and he taught me some really cool magic tricks. As a matter of fact, he taught me this next one that I am going to show you. So watch very closely to this next trick. Talk to me about my mentor. And maybe if you're interested, whether it's becoming a doctor down the road, or maybe a lawyer, maybe a teacher, maybe even a librarian, like the awesome librarians in Orange County, you will have a mentor, someone that will help and guide you. As a matter of fact, you guys weren't listening in, but earlier before the show started, we were getting all kinds of great information about the talented Jackie. Oh my goodness, is she talented? She's done everything and was very funny. I was kind of off screen listening to her. She maybe didn't know I was listening, but she's a very funny person. But watch this. Is she, let's see here. Okay, here it is right here. I want you to watch very closely because this trick involves a rope. And this is the trick he taught me. All right. It was a very simple trick. He said, if you take the rope and you tie it down over here and you pull on it, you have to use your imagination a little bit. Watch. You can actually take the rope, the ends, pull them off. And now you got a whole rope. Well, it's kind of weird, but yeah. But now you can take the pieces of the rope and you can actually put them right back on, pull like that. Now the rope is back completely whole again. We'll do that again. We'll do that one more time. But this time we're going to make it a little bit more complicated here. We will actually tie a knot right there. There's a knot right there. You guys can see that nice little knot. All right. Very good. Now if we bring the knot down over here, let's see my scissors. What did I do? Oh man, I forgot my scissors. Oh, I do magic. All right, here we go. My little imaginary scissors. Oh, there you go. That worked. Now we have 2 equal pieces of rope. Well, not actually equal, I guess. I messed that up. I didn't cut it right. Well, anyways, so that's this end that goes over here. These 2 ends go over here. But if we use our imagination, we can take this end right here, and then now we're right back to where we started. Whoop, whoop. Very good. And now you can actually take these ends right here. And so here are the ends. Here is the middle. Watch very closely here. The middle, the ends. Squeeze it in my hand, just like that. Comes to that, jumps to this side over here. Let's do this side over here. Watch. And it completely restores. Now, boys and girls, you're going to help me at home because I have another rope right here. So, boys and girls, what I want you to do is take your imaginary scissors, put them up in the air just like this. And on the count of 3, we are going to cut the rope. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, cut. Very good. Look what you guys have done. You did it. Now, boys and girls, I love doing this little magic trick because this rope right here represents the boys and girls in our families, the little guys. The medium rope right here, well, that represents our moms. And this big long rope, well, this represents our dads, but we know our dads are really never this skinny, right? Okay, I know. So especially when you go out and eat it quite a bit. But we had the little guys right here. That's the little ones. Number 2, this is our moms. Okay, that goes right there. And this one here is our dads, and it goes right there. Now, although boys and girls were all different in stature when it comes to heights and stuff like that, in our family dynamics is very important because why? We are all equal. We're all the same. That is 1, 2, and 3 equal pieces of rope, just like our families. But there's more. There's more. Even though we are equal when it comes to our family dynamics, we actually have the kids, we actually have our moms, and we actually have the dads. And the most important thing about this is that as we go through life, we change, we grow up, we get taller, we learn more. One of the ways you learn more is by going to your library, being a part of the library program, getting your little library card and checking out so you can read and learn and not only grow physically, but grow mentally by reading books. And even though we are all equal, we are truly each of us are completely different. There's our dads. And last but not least, there is our moms. Give yourselves a big round of applause, boys and girls. You guys are doing fantastic. Woo-hoo. Yeah, that's it. Very good, very good. Now, I am going to get close to the camera because I am going to do a unique trick here that I want you guys to be able to see nice and close. Now, you may have heard of magicians like Chris Angel, David Blaine, those kind of things, which they do all kinds of really cool magic. So we're going to show you that here real quick. Let me just get this here so I can see where, so that I can see here what I am doing properly. There we go. All right. So we'll put this right here. Hopefully you can see the table just fine. So I'll back it up just a little bit so you guys can see it just fine right there. Now, I want you all to take a good look at all the cards, get a good look at them. Okay, that's good enough. All right, that's plenty of time. No, I'm just joking. They are all different cards. Look at, I'll show you. They're all different cards. See if you can see that without the glare. There we go. Right there. They're all different cards. So three and all. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a card drop, which is called a card dropping cards in my hand. I just made that up actually. But we're going to drop it in my hands, and I want somebody to see here. I'll pick, all right, this young lady over here. Very good. I'm just going to drop the cards in my hand. I want you to say stop. Here we go. Right there. Okay, now I'm going to give you an opportunity, young lady, but raise your hand. We can simply stop here, or we can continue. If you raise your hand, that means we're going to add more cards. If you put your hand down, that means we're going to stop right here, okay? What would you like to do? Oh, raise your hand. Okay, very good. We'll drop more cards in. Okay, right there. All right, are you happy with that? Oh, she's happy with that one. Very good. So let's see what card she stopped on. It's this card right here. We'll flip it over. That is the 10 of clubs. And what is your name? Oh, I see it right there on the screen. Okay. So we're going to put here Samantha. Samantha. Now, hopefully you can see, there it is, says Samantha on it. Right there, Samantha. Now, I'm going to leave that card right there. That is Samantha's card, all right? Now, what we're going to do, Samantha, is we're going to take your card, and we're going to place it right on top of the deck. Now, just in case you didn't see Samantha's signed card, let's just show it to you one more time. It's right there. Make sure you can see it. Samantha, very good. Now, Samantha, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that card and I'm going to fold it in half like this. This is 1. This is 2. And Samantha, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take your card, the 10 of spades, and we're going to put it right in here. Hopefully it'll fit right there. There we go. Just like that. We're going to leave it right here on the table. There you can see that. There's Samantha's card, the 10. Now, I'm going to take the next card, which is the 2 of hearts. That's my card, okay? And I'm going to sign my name on here. I'm going to put Glen Foster and 6, 29, 21. All right. All right, there's my signature. Very good. Now, Samantha, I hope you're watching very closely because what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 2 of hearts and I'm also going to fold it in half. That is 1. That is 2. And we're going to leave that one right here on the table. So I have the 2 of hearts. Samantha has the 10 of spades. Now, boys and girls, what you're about ready to see, do not try this at home because I am a trained idiot. I got a certificate, actually. But anyways, here is my card, the 2 of hearts. There is Samantha's card. Watch closely. Remember, boys and girls, do not try this at home. I am a somewhat trained professional. Watch. There's Samantha's card over here on the table. I will take it off of here and open it up very slowly so you can see Glen Foster, 2 of hearts. Give yourselves a big round of applause, boys and girls. You guys are doing fantastic. That is awesome. Very, very good. Now, boys and girls, before I show you my last trick, which we're going to, after we're done, we're going to have a little Q&A. But I have one more fun trick I have 2 tricks I want to show you. This one here is kind of a neat little trick, actually, because it's one of my favorite tricks to perform because it deals with colors. I love colors. Hopefully, you guys love colors as well. But this is what they call a pom-pom stick. Now, we have a yellow pom-pom here that's connected to a blue pom-pom right here. There we go. It's connected to the blue pom-pom. And then we have a white pom-pom is connected to a red pom-pom with a really short little string, as you can see right there. But this string right here with the yellow pom-pom and the blue pom-pom is a long one. Now, earlier, I didn't realize this, but Miss Jackie, again, she is so talented. She even speaks Spanish, or I think she does at least. And then she was talking about some Iris Chacon. Yeah, I know Iris Chacon. I heard you. So Iris Chacon was a celebrity in Puerto Rico where I grew up at. That's where I lived. I lived in Puerto Rico. So I learned to speak Spanish. And I thought I would do this trick maybe a little bit for you guys in Spanish. So yellow in Spanish is amarillo. So everybody say amarillo. Ooh, good job, good job. And blue is azul. Everybody say azul. Oh, you guys are good. White is blanco. Good job. And red is rojo. Oh, you guys are awesome. So this is how this trick works in Spanish. Okay. El pompón, these are pom-poms. El pompón amarillo está conectado con el pompón azul con una soga larga. El pompón blanco está conectado con el pompón rojo con una soga chiquita. Yellow, blue, long, red, yellow, short. So this is what it looks like. Si jalas el pompón blanco, el pompón azul sube hacia arriba y ahora el pompón rojo hacia abajo, which means that now the red pom-pom is connected with the white pom-pom with the long string, and the yellow pom-pom is connected with the blue pom-pom with the short string. O sea, que el pompón blanco está conectado con el pompón rojo con una soga larga y el pompón amarillo está conectado con el pompón azul con una soga chiquita. But si jalas el pompón amarillo, el pompón rojo hacia arriba y el pompón azul hacia abajo. Now, if you pull on the red pom-pom, el pompón rojo, el pompón azul hacia arriba y ahora tienes la soga larga con el pompón rojo y el pompón blanco. Pero el pompón amarillo está conectado con el pompón azul con una soga chiquita. If you don't understand that, that means that this is a long string with the white pom-pom, with the red pom-pom, and the yellow pom-pom is connected to the blue pom-pom. And I know what some of you guys are thinking. You're like, oh man, it's probably connected in the center. No. Let me show you here. If I show you real closely here, it is not connected. Nothing is in the center. Nothing is connected. But if we put it back, you have to use the Spanish magic word. And that is this. Pompón amarillo. Pompón azul. Conéctate, 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 conéctate. Mwah. That means connect, and I gave it a little kiss. Mwah means kiss, I guess, in bilingual languages. But we still have the white pom-pom connected with the red pom-pom, and the yellow pom-pom with the blue pom-pom. But again, it's Spanish. So, si hay el pompón amarillo, el pompón rojo hacia abajo, el pompón azul hacia abajo. Si hay el pompón amarillo y azul, que uno ve con el pompón rojo y con el pompón blanco. Y también el pompón amarillo con el pompón azul, si hablas así, o si hablas así con el pompón blanco hacia arriba, el pompón hacia abajo. O si hablas así con el pompón amarillo, el pompón rojo hacia arriba. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the mystery of the pom-pom sticks. Give yourselves a big round of applause. Awesome. Very good. You guys are doing so awesome. Well, now I'd like to show you my last trick, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the show today. If you have, make sure that you let your librarians know, and hopefully in 2022, I'll be able to come out your way and do a show that will be live, and it'll be lots of fun, in person that is, because I guess I'm live now. I think I have a poll. Yeah, I'm live. And but come to your local libraries, because I love performing for the Orange County Library System. But as I close today's show, and don't go run away when we're done, because we're going to do like a Q&A, and they're going to come on and ask me some questions. And if you have questions, we'll be glad to answer those for you. But I want you to check this out. This is kind of a neat little thing here. I'm going to bring this a little bit closer so that everybody can see it properly. There we go. Right there. I think you can see it perfectly right there. Excellent. Very good. Well, remember, boys and girls, if you liked my show, my name's Glen Foster. If you did not like my show, my name's David Copperfield. All right, so here we go. Moving on. I want you to listen very closely. Now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of my show, and I hope everyone has had a magical time watching today. Now, you may grow up sometimes in a crazy world. So I want you to watch closely, but more importantly, I want you to listen very intently. Now, we may grow up in a world, as I said, where sometimes you may have feelings of maybe anger or even hatred at times. Anger towards people who have hurt you in your life, or possibly maybe some hatred of what you see going on in this world sometimes, and you don't quite understand it. And that's okay. You see, boys and girls, our lives are just like this perfectly framed puzzle. We will spend a lifetime rearranging the pieces of the puzzles of our lives in order to make them fit. I'm going to slide this over just a little bit right there. Perfect. Now, some of the pieces to the puzzle of our life include the following: our families, our friends, our careers, our expectations, the things we enjoy doing the most, But one of the most important pieces to the puzzle of our lives is our hearts. You see, if we can have a good heart, if we can learn to love people with our heart, even though they may be different than us, then maybe they can learn to love us back if they feel we might be different than them. But our life is full of pieces of a puzzle. And these pieces will constantly be arranged and move around so that they can always fit perfectly. The puzzle of our life is perfectly framed. That's how we like to live our lives. Everything is cool. Everything is perfect. And I know, boys and girls and moms and dads, that the last year and a half has been kind of crazy for all of us, making changes, having to do Zoom shows instead of in-person shows. And sometimes we think our puzzle is always perfect, but there are going to be times when it's not going to be perfect. As a matter of fact, just when you think life is perfect, another piece of the puzzle will appear in your life. You don't know where to put it. It just won't fit. Now, it could be something unexpected. Maybe a newborn child in your family, or maybe schools being canceled, or even a tragedy in our lives. And many times we don't want those pieces in our puzzle because our life was perfect until that piece showed up. But that piece right there is just as important as all the other pieces of the puzzle of your life. And you have to find a place in your life to make it fit. And I'm telling you right now that if you believe in your heart, you can make it fit. Because all you have to do is simply rearrange the pieces. And you're back to your perfect life again. That's how we like it. But just when you think you got the puzzle of your life figured out and everything is A-OK, one of the most important pieces to the puzzle of your life comes into play. That one right there is called peace. P-E-A-C-E. Peace. You see, boys and girls, moms and dads, peace brings a magical harmony to all of our lives and everything that we do. And if we can find a place for peace in our lives, we would be much better people and be able to get through life when things get thrown at us that we're not expecting to take place. And again, if you believe, all you have to do is rearrange the pieces to make it fit. So boys and girls, moms and dads, as you go through life working on your puzzle of life, I encourage you all to learn to forgive. Learn to forget. Learn to find love in your heart towards people who might be different than you. But most importantly, learn to have peace in your life, and your puzzle of your life will always be complete, and people who come in contact you will be better off because they met you. Remember, it doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, or the color of your skin. We are all one human race. Thanks for taking time out of your schedule today to be with me and enjoy this show. I hope you had a magical journey. And until we meet again, God bless. My name is Glen Foster. Bye-bye.
That was amazing. Those were great tricks. My favorite trick had to be the lemonade, probably because any way I could figure out how to make myself a nice drink or food, is what I'm going for. The bilingual one was cool too. And the message at the end was really, really nice. Friends at home, if you have questions for Glen Foster, let us know what they are. We are about to ask Glen some questions. Maybe you've always loved magic and want to know a few tips, or maybe you just wonder what his favorite ice cream is. Just don't ask what the secret is to any trick, because we all know a good magician won't just give those secrets away, right? So ask your questions in the comments and we will get them answered. Glen, are you ready to answer some questions for us? Maybe one or two?
Absolutely, I'm ready.
Awesome.
Well, thank
All
you.
right. Thank you, Glen. That was great. I was in it. That was amazing. And I loved it. So
Thank you.
we're going to go ahead and get started with a question. Glen, so you mentioned your career as a magician has taken you to a lot of really, really cool places. Where have you traveled that you love the most?
Well, one of my favorite places I've ever traveled to is a place called the Turks and Caicos, which is down in the Caribbean, way south in the Caribbean. That was probably one of my favorite trips. If I were to rate, my overall was when I was able to perform in South America, down in the south, what they call the Horn of South America on a cruise ship. That was just breathtakingly beautiful.
That sounds awesome.
It was. It was
It just
cold.
goes to
It was
show you
cold.
what kind of career you can have to just
Yes.
visit faraway places. That's really, really cool. I hope that inspires some of the kids watching today to say, I want to travel. I want to do something like that. So, for our next question, you have a trick that it seems that you practice a lot with these tricks. How often do you practice your tricks?
Well, I've been performing magic now for a long time, so it just depends on the trick. Like the one you just saw, that puzzle. I call it the puzzle of life because it talks about our lives and how things change. That particular trick, I started working on that about 3 years ago, but this is the very first time I've performed it in this particular format. So you guys at home have seen this for the first time, but that before I performed it for a live audience, the older version that I had, it took like 3 months to get the handling down, and also the scripting, which is writing what you want to say, the message, for lack of better terms.
And it was a great message.
Thank
I
you.
think everybody can agree on that. It was beautiful too. I love how you use like colors with your tricks, and it just visually makes it very understandable, very relatable. So I love that. Wow. Well, thank you so much, Glen. That's all the time we have for our questions. I know it wasn't too many, but we were engulfed in your magic and that was
Oh,
really cool. We want to thank you for answering our questions and giving us a great show.
well, thank you. Thank you to all your staff, and hope you have a great summer. And boys and girls, fingers crossed, we'll see you next summer at a library near you.
That sounds like a plan. Bye, Glen.
Bye-bye, guys. Take care. Ciao.
Go check out more from comedy magician Glen Foster at his website, fostermagic.com. And I want to thank all of you at home for joining us today. We have more fun live events planned every Tuesday starting at 2 p.m. Make sure you join us next week. We will be featuring the amazing jumping, joking, and juggling Jiggle Man. You can find information for all of our upcoming events at ocls.info/SRP. Don't forget to track your reading and activities in Beanstack. I want you and some of your friends to win some of our awesome prizes. Finally, we'd love to have your feedback about our virtual event. Please be sure to complete our survey in English or Spanish at your convenience at ocls.info/survey. Also, a big shout out and thank you to Window World of Central Florida for sponsoring our summer reading program. And thank you all for joining us today. Stick around for a sneak peek of the cool prizes that you can win. I'm your host, Miss Jackie, and we'll see you next time.
Introducing Orange County Library System Summer Reading Program. Get ready to join the Summer Reading Challenge. Here's what to do. Find great books on our summer reading book lists. Read at least 20 minutes every day. Sign up for Beanstack and log your minutes online. Complete fun challenges in Beanstack to earn badges. You can also log your minutes using the paper reading tracker. Complete the challenge by July 31st for your chance to win awesome grand prizes like bicycles, laptops, science kits, games, art sets, scooters, and more. Grand prizes generously brought to you by Window World of Central Florida. Visit ocls.info/SOP or call 407-835-7323.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to be the first to find out when we have new fun and informative videos for you. Orange County Library System is your place to learn, grow, connect.